Matter of
That's
fact,
what I'm
matter of
on.
fact, matter of fact, when you what's your name, I'm gonna say that too. That's gonna be my opening speech, man.
Yo, nah, we on right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we on. We live, baby. We
That's
live, baby. Woo!
once again it's the chill God coming to you with the thoughts of wisdom. God for the great old divine spirit in us all.
Hoop one down 44, opening up the primordial doors to the mind. You heard? So tap in. We're about to hit you with some content today. Some little talk. You know what I mean? Some things that's been on my mind, and I want to chop it up with the toe guard about. You know what I'm saying? Get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. But first of all, how's everything going right now? Like with you?
Everything is I mean, as long as I well if you saw I just put a post up called I just dropped what was it yesterday, right? I dropped a video called just explain to everybody how I bring peace into my life by my daily affirmation. You know, and moderation is a process, it's not something that happens overnight, but I'm always daily affirmating peace as one of the main things that I ask for besides a few other things. But that's one of the main ones, peace. And
Peace.
I get it. And I get it. And I get a whole lot of it. I get it in abundance. I get peace in abundance.
Word. Yo, man. It's been a month, man. We in Aries season. You know what I'm saying? So the fire is lit, man. The fire is definitely lit. I can feel the energy in the air. It's a lot. You know, we got the shout out to Kanye, the bully season. It's been really bully season in a way that's really happening in our lives and what we see on here and out here in the world, you know what I'm saying, with a lot going on. I had touched on a few things with the poo shiesties and the all that type stuff, but it's a lot going on right
You
now.
did? You touch
Yeah.
your
It's bully
ice
season,
tea?
You see, Offset got shot. It's bully season right now. You know what I'm saying? It's going down.
What are you talking about that stuff for? Like, what is that all about?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying we in bully season. Like the it's crazy that Kanye dropped a theme bully, right? And then we just started seeing mad stuff happen in between that. You know what I'm saying?
You said
It's a lot
Kanye.
going.
You said. Excuse me. I ain't mean to. You said Kanye dropped the what? Because I'm not in the know.
Kanye dropped the album Bully.
I don't.
I haven't
Eh,
I
but
haven't
who?
heard much of it. I heard one or two songs, but
See, you going into places that I haven't been into for. I took a detox, so I haven't like I put out content, but I haven't been. I ain't checking for none of that stuff. You know what I mean? I
no,
just
no,
been
no,
focusing
no.
on.
It's an album. It's an album he put out just recently. But I'm saying like I go when I say that I go in terms of what's going on in the universe. Like things are happening in different forms. When somebody drops a theme bully, some stuff is starting to happen. Like things are happening right now in the world. The US is bullying Iran. You know what I'm saying? Like those are like
Mm.
I'm talking about on a broader scale, not on just some simple shit like most people on. Like I'm talking about how is things are playing out in the ethos. You know what I'm saying? Like things are playing out broader than just what the average eyes are looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like I think broader than just like I think in terms of what's happening and what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I use certain timestamps in that procedure also. So for the people that be tapped in with some of the stuff that I've been posting, I also post the 40 days of sacrifice, and we'll get into that more on another day. But it's just to the people that's listening for more for the better term. I want y'all to pay attention to what's happening in these times right now within those 40 days, and keep an eye on what I said on the sacrifices that's happening here or there. I just want you to keep a mind, keep an open eye. What's really happening? You know what I'm saying? That's how you stay on top of what it is that would stay on top of what you're doing, and also be aware about what's happening around you. So just for for the people. Oh, we got like 27 people in the building. Tap in. So yeah, man. Oh, yo, I ain't gonna hold you, yo. When you told me, when hello, 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 tap in. What's happening? What's happening? We got Doug, Alexis, Q, Kai. We got a bunch of people on, man. Thank you for taking time out to tap in with us. We about to chop it up about some stuff, man. And you, I didn't know you. Oh, you sending stuff out? Okay, you sending stuff out. Nah, we about to go into some stuff, man. We about to get to this work, Kyle. We about to get into this work. All is well. All is well. All is well. Word. They want to know what we talking about. So, basically, what we about to get into is we had a conversation earlier, and you know, we I think we oftentimes when we find somebody that can help us in different ways and avenues that we need to navigate into our day-to-day life and our livelihood, I think that gets I think nobody don't like to be misused. I think people would like to be, utilized, for the resources, and being able to reciprocate that is also a pleasure. And oftentimes, we see some stuff play out that didn't turn right. You know what I'm saying? So like, what what happened earlier was an eye opener.
I'm back.
What happened earlier was an eye opener because I was astounded on the phone. And I think the other parties was astounded too. You know, like, I think that we're in a time right now where people are just not thinking thinking ahead. They're thinking for right now all the time. And I get it. In survival mode, that is gonna happen. But we have to break free out of survival mode. You know what I'm saying? We have to break free out of survival mode. So, bro, you want to elaborate on that on survival mode, because what you did earlier displayed that. It was a great piece. Like, I wish I had it on record or camera. But like, do you want to
Yeah.
elaborate on survival mode, and how does that work in our day-to-day lives?
So um basically you pretty much summed it up. You have people that been auto generated. That's the 20. You, you like so so. What would be the political way to say that?
Auto generated. When it just made me think it's
Yeah.
like they people are bots.
No, but that's how they rolling around here, because they be scrolling all day. So they just be but before they started scrolling, no, but before they started scrolling, they they been and I don't like to say train because we use train for animals, but I like to say that's why I was trying to look for the political. So I know the word, but I'm trying to get the word like um. Well. It's a way of life. It's a way of life. It's a way of life. It's a way of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's waking up and they just in a race. They in a race.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be work, whether it be just a day-to-day, um, 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 yeah, like work day-to-day and whatever else that's in front of them, but not taking a minute to take a second to look at they self and do self-reflection, or just taking a second to be like, let me critical think before I make moves, right? Um, so when we do that, we're not using the sensories that we've been given. Like they always say, you got five senses, right? Touch, taste, smell, see, and hear. Five senses, right? And I believe that a lot of those things have been lost because a lot of people don't use those senses. They don't use those. They don't use their senses.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They don't use their senses at all. I
Why do you
like
think
now
that is?
because what I just said. They auto generate.
So or so
They
so
auto generated. They auto generated, and what winds up being the majority. And it's not for everybody because it's people such as me and you, but the majority and with grace, I do what I need to do what I need to do to do what I need to do. But where I'm at in life right now is all on purpose. That's why we're here. We're here on purpose. We're not here on, oh, this is for the bag. It's for money. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I get phone calls behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And just gonna just shit. Oh, yo, I know you getting money from getting money. You know how many people that speak to me and they let me know like, yo, thank you. I needed that message, such as you and it's multiple other people. They let me know like, yo, I needed that message. That was a good message. And that's what the intentions is set out to do, right? Excuse me, because we're getting back to that setting pure intentions, right?
Mhm.
Um, and this is just leading into the question of what you asked, because people are not paying attention. They're not paying attention. They're not paying attention to the word called empathy. Now that means that I gotta think, what is hoop wind down? How may what I have said affect this brother? Not just racing. Now I gotta stop for a second. Maybe I said something that might have affected him in a good way, a positive way, or maybe in a negative way, in a low frequency, a low vibrating way. Which when me and you speak, it's always about high frequencies and high vibrations and high levels. Everybody's not on that level. That's why giving access and giving people the access to grant it, granting them access to you is not always a good thing when you start understanding that they're not on the same frequency and the same level as you. So those people, and I don't mean to be rude because this is what I'm gonna start doing again. And I'm not blocking nobody out. I'll respond to them through via text or whatever because I don't want nobody to feel rude and feel like I'm being rude or nothing. But as far as being access granted, like those phone calls, because this is a sensory. So now when I gotta hear certain things and I gotta deal with certain things that don't serve me, which is high frequency and dealing with levels of positivity and dealing with levels of pushing out to give a vibration of wanting to see productivity. And these people are not doing that. These are people that no longer need access granted.
Right.
And that's, if that makes sense to who all is listening, is answers your question on why people are doing the things they're doing. But in layman's terms, is because we dealing with a lot of selfish people who are quote unquote, and they don't do quote unquote like this no more. I think that's this new thing that they doing, which I don't understand, but I'm in the know of what's going on. But it's like Selfish individuals, entitled individuals, they think that they supposed to gain off of everybody's we can't even be transitional with each other no more. Like, like, like I can't share something with you without not you, but I'm just saying in general,
No, we
without
could
somebody
work.
feeling like, yeah,
No, we could. No, no, no. I feel like I think what people get it construed is like working together, or it's working together is different. Working together, even if it's for if it's for the bag, it's ways that it could be done. You know what I'm saying? Working together, and then you have also the people that um that's just in it for themselves, and then just they don't really care about how, like, you may have helped them, but they don't care as much as far as that. It's what can you do for me, or or it's like, nah, since you did that for me, it can't be like, oh, since you did that for me, let me try to reciprocate. Because that was the whole thing I was going to put up on here, more as reciprocation, and not really seeing that. You know what I'm saying? It's the thoughtfulness of certain gestures um that people are not reciprocating. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's and it's reciprocation doesn't just have to be about just you handing the money. Sometimes just like a thoughtful, yo, yo, I appreciate that. Yo, I didn't even, I didn't think about it like I was going through a lot, and you
thanks,
helped me put something together, and you know
thank
it
you,
don't
thank you,
it doesn't always come out like that. You know what I'm saying? So as a community of people, we need to get. I feel like we need to get better with stop misusing people and actually work together to actually. But if it feels like, if it take you out of your peace, if it take you out of your like, not your comfort zone, but if it's causing you to be like, yo, look, I don't even want to deal with that, because I know that feeling. I don't talk to a lot of people all the time every day. I don't need to talk to everybody every day. I don't for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes my peace, I have to resurface my peace because I have to do day-to-day life stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I have to reorganize myself, and because I could be an auto-generated person also, because I'm just going and going and going, and I'm gonna sit back and, like you said, reflect. You know what I'm saying? And just reflect, like, damn, yo, hold on. That's why I'm here now, like, just having a reflect moment. I'm not at work. I'm here building with my cousin and stuff like that, and chopping it up, and you know, but like just checking on her, see how she doing, how she feeling, and also just like strategizing. You know what I'm saying? Coming up with new ideas. We got a big event coming up. Not to cut you off, but we got an event this weekend coming up. If y'all around Brooklyn, uh, we got an event coming up. Brooklyn born. We have an event. But yeah,
no, we good. No, no, no. I'm not to cut you off. I'm glad. Can I add on?
yeah,
So I'm glad you brung that up because for the simple fact that now with that event is a great thing because it's sharing with the people. Um, it's an open forum to let people know what's going on with the business. But then also it's open for people to meet people to network, right?
heck yeah,
Which is transitional, right? So that's the give back. That's the give back. But now remember, right? I reached out to you about something that somebody else had going on, right?
yeah,
No, no. Now I'm gonna show you something because that's go and we that was a perfect segue. Um, about what we talking about now. The person was they wanted what they wanted out of the situation, right? But they wasn't using a sensory. They wasn't listening to I need to go here to go build a relationship, to network and see how I could build a relationship through communication and see who I vibe with. And it wouldn't have to just
Mhm.
be the owners. It wouldn't have to just be the owners because then there'd be other people with that could have been potential people for that person to get the sponsorship that they wanted.
Right.
But no, but no. Give me what I want. They're not even trying to even go there. Or I'm not going there because I so what it shows me is you just want what you want. And as long as you can't get what you want right off the top without even having to build a relationship, and that's not good.
Right. Because if you did, if that's what you really wanted, you would show up and you would present what you got going on rather than me trying to tell and sell somebody on what you got going on, but I don't really understand what you got going on. I don't even, it may not even be something I don't even rock with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I seen it and I took, whatever. I'm like, yo, listen, if they want this, if they want to be here at this time, then they gotta show up at this time. They gotta show up. You gotta rub, you
Everybody's
know what I
trying to
mean?
do this. No,
And
everybody's trying to rub their palms and get what they gonna get and then keep them running like the gingerbread man.
yeah,
Niggas don't
no,
want to
no,
build no relationships in this day. In this day and age, nobody wants to build relationships. They just want to get what they want. They want to grease their palms with some cash flow and keep it moving. You know, that's why I got a problem with I don't have a problem with wanting to get wealth or getting money and things of that nature. That's never been a problem because money ain't never been a problem to me. Since I've been a young, I always had to I was forced to go out and go get. So like that always been like a forced habit. I missed out on a lot of childhood years and things of that of having fun because I was forced to just go get money, right?
mhm,
That's another story. We could talk about that on another thing, but it does segue into this, right? To the point that I took care of so many people when I reached the height of of different levels of, and it was a long time of getting money that I just spread it out with people that I felt that needed because they was in situations. But these same people turn their back on me when there's nothing to offer them, like a pacifier, like a baby. I don't exist to these people no more. So that is a proven fact of method of why money is just not the answer. Because
right.
everybody's trying to do this so fast. My bag, my bag, my bag. And they're not being conscious of the relationships. They're not conscious of emotions, emotional intelligence, how this person may feel when I do something. If I borrow, I can I borrow something, brother? You loan it to me now. I'm treating you like as if you owe me. I'm giving you a problem. I'm giving you resistance and kickback after I done borrowed from you. That done been going on in the last couple of years. I don't know what kind of game that is. That's some other kind of game that's going around. There's a
Mm,
lot of that going on. Yo,
yeah,
I
it
need to hold
is.
something. Yo, let me hold a couple of dollars. You loan the money, niggas they get weird. Phone calls, no answering. Oh, why you call? Like they'll treat you like as if you owe them. It's weird. That's why I be like when people be talking this money stuff, and I be like, y'all don't even flip it. Like, there's no principles, there's no morals, there's no values, there's no, there's no a culture behind no deity system, but behind the purpose the purpose of an individual besides the point of a piece of paper, which is currency, which is the form of capitalism in this country. And that is moving everybody and shaping everybody, but it's creating a lot of vampires out here. It's creating a lot of creatures. It's creating a lot of dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like as they would like to say, yo, he got the dog in him. I don't like that. Creating a lot of goats. I don't like the goat. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to say dinosaur. Reason why? Because you could keep digging up the fossils. That's why I like to say dinosaur. I don't like to say goat. But that's another
I
thing all within
see.
itself.
I see in real time, that play out. You put something together for somebody to do something, and they needed that person also to do something. So it was an exchange. One part it was an exchange, but the other part was like, oh shit, they got what they did for the job, but they didn't get the initial goal that they needed to get done. So you got two people who got what they. So one person got the money, and then one person got to do what they wanted to do. So that's why they paid them for the money, right? But then they didn't really get the initial thing that they wanted to do off ground, and it was just like
Exactly.
that. It didn't even dawn. Probably it's like they in their minds, it probably was like, oh well, shit, we could just do this again. You know what I'm saying? We could just do this, and not to say you can't do it again. I'm just saying like what you lost track of was what you were supposed to do. You got blinded by something else, and then you lost track, and it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nobody. I'm just saying that it happens. People
And,
get.
and let me also say this too, though, for the people that's not registering or they're gonna move the goalposts as they say, and they're gonna twist this whole thing. Nobody owes me. Nobody owes him. This is not what that's about. Nobody owing nobody, but it's about being conscious and being mindful and thoughtful. If y'all missed it when he said that, whatever happened to I appreciate you. Whatever happened to thank you. Whatever happened to yo, I'm just calling to see how you doing, man. You treated me good. I don't have it right now. I ain't really got that, but I really want to let you know you're an exceptional person for doing what you did for me. You know that carries a long way versus to giving up something that's brick and mortar or um um you know by by giving somebody something that's like that's you know
Yeah, it holds more prestige. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the thought. That's an old saying. It's the thought that counts. I thought about you. I will hope you think about me. You know what I'm saying? Like down the line, I hope you would think about me, just like I thought about you when you asked me and you needed something for me to do for you. I would hope you think the same way about me. And that's just a law that I try to go around. And you know what? That's why I don't even mess with people, man. I don't. I have people that I really care about, and then there's people that I don't force different things. And I'm probably not the person that
man. Jenny
I.
Charles is boring. It's boring because hold on, let me address Jenny. It's boring because this is not typical, like, and that's another thing that we dealing with right here. A lot of people don't want to expand their mind and they don't want to open up their mind. They don't want to hear real life, real life conversations. You know what I mean? Like Jenny, you may not never had a real conversation in your life. You made it just grew up by not never no one having a real conversation with you. Take this food, get up, go to school, get up, go to your job, come back. Nobody never really like where you even like. But that's another thing here and there because you trolling
Yeah,
and
we not
boring
gonna
is
give.
what you are. You're,
We
you're
not gonna
boring.
give
Yeah,
that
but you're boring.
energy.
Yeah,
No,
but
we
you're
not gonna give
boring.
that energy.
You're boring, and I got rid of you because you're boring for even putting that comment up there. That's how boring you are. Yo, I think that we should go over to the, you know what I mean, to the see what's going on over there on the IG ski
On the eye jizzles.
with the same story right here. You know what I mean? With the same content.
I got like
I I, I
18%, bro.
oh,
I don't know
oh,
if
oh,
I
okay,
can. I
okay,
don't know if
okay,
I
okay.
can hang tight on there.
I. So this is good enough. Then this is good enough.
What's the solution like? What do we? What
Good,
do people do?
good.
What's
That's
the
a that's a
what's
good arm. That's a good arm rest right there. Must I say?
Yeah, this right here. Yeah, I'm laid back. I could kick this back too. I think. Hold up. Yep, I got the joint. I ain't gonna do it though. But yeah, it's so like what's the overall thing? Because we talk about reciprocation. I think that's
I
the
made a
main thing,
video.
right?
I made a video. I know I know you saw it, but I ain't mean to cut you off. We lost our ways. We lost our ways.
How you think
Remember,
that happened? Other than just money, I'm just saying. Because well, money is
cause
money be like the theme of it, but it's also behaviors. I feel like what
from
to
New York
answer that,
City, New York City,
New York
Douglas,
City
New
is
York
like a
City. Go ahead.
the New York City is like it's just always at it. You know what I mean? It's always on it. It's always a grind. It's always somebody trying to get over on somebody, and it's always somebody trying to look for that at their best interest. New York City is a hungry, thirsty town. People is struggling in this city, and any type of breath of air they can get, it's sharks, man. It's sharks. So I keep my shit.
Yo,
I keep my
don't forget
circle
about the
tight knitted.
piranhas. Don't forget about the piranhas either, man. When you say sharks, piranhas too. Yo, and then on land, the boa constrictors too. They're gonna they're gonna wrap around you and squeeze the dear life out of you.
Yo, they bloodsuckers out here, yo, I'm telling you. And they ain't letting go. So I try with me, I try to keep a tight knitted circle where we don't carry that type of energy around. When I hang around the people that I'm around, they ain't on that. Most of the time, if we talk about money, we trying to create ideas to orchestrate something. But our conversations are not just about that. Our conversations is about uh just
So,
just
so, but,
like
but let me ask you a
spirituality,
question though. Let me
health.
ask you a $1 million. Let me ask you $1 million. Well, I cut you off, but I want to ask you $1 million question. But do you run across that question a lot though? Like,
What?
like, if we ain't getting to no money, what are we talking about? What are we really doing?
Oh yeah, I heard that a bunch of times. Yeah, that's a theme. That's like a theme. Oh, we ain't
No, but
getting
I'm
to the
talking about.
money. What are we
I'm
talking
talking.
about?
No, but I'm talking about like day to day, like from people that you not. But you say your
Oh,
circle is different, but still like.
ain't nobody talk. We don't talk like that. We already getting to what we gotta get to.
No,
That's
no, no,
that.
no, no. I know somebody that talk like that, but go ahead though.
We're not. That's not our primary thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna get to some money without a doubt. We don't accept lazy, lackluster people around us. You know what I'm saying? The qualities that I look for in a person is the qualities that I embody. So if you lazy and you don't want to do nothing for yourself, and you don't want to think for yourself, I'm probably not gonna really be around you as much. Or I'm probably gonna be like, yo, we need to figure it out. We need to figure out life. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just totally dismissive of some people, but I'm like, yo, that ain't it. We not on that.
Mm,
Tap into who it is, your purpose. Tap into who you are. Get more familiar with who you are. These are the
mm,
conversations we need to have. So then you can finally figure out what it is that you're here to do. That's what it's about. You not If you're not sure about that, then you obviously gotta ask questions. You gotta go on a quest. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go on a quest. You gotta go on a journey. You gotta figure this out. You know what I'm saying? And nobody would even know I went through tough times in the past few weeks. But I handled that shit like I was prepared for it. You know, I was prepared for it. I was prepared for the worst times. I was prepared for a time. It ain't even the worst time because Every day you get up, you got a chance to change your situation. Every day. So long as we know that, you know what I'm saying? That's why we go by the terms of grateful day, because you made it today. So you always got a chance to make something out of today. You know what I'm saying? Get more in tune, get more, make, build strategies, get around the right people, right energy. It's always the day for you to do that. And that's, I know you big on that. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got the messages in your videos and stuff like that. But I think, like, we really gotta know, you know, you gotta come, when it come down to it, you gotta know why you're here. You gotta figure that out. You gotta know why you're here, what you're doing. You gotta take care of your health. Cause you know, what is it to be wealthy and just material, and don't have, you know, you're hurt, your heart is hurting, your leg is hurting, your foundation is all ruined. So we gotta get back to that. We gotta get back to that. I think that we just, everything is just so fly by with social media. I think we're not really giving attention to the things that's important. We
Huge
gotta take.
shout out. Huge shout out. Um, this live is being sponsored by Premium Ballers. Premium Ballers is out of Connecticut, out of the Groton, Norwich, New London, Connecticut area. It's a basketball training, youth training camp. I want to salute Nino, Coach David. I want to salute you. I want to salute him for being appreciative of the messages that I'm sending forth. Um, Actually, he sent a long paragraph giving me, being thankful, being appreciative of me spreading awareness and just motivating him to do the right thing, going to look into some trades, going to look into electrical trade. He was inspired by the information that the toll guard had sent out, and being at the toll is to uplift. As like the toll comes pick people up, I'm uplifting. So I sent out the message. I want to salute them. Everybody go check out Premium Ballers on Instagram. This live is being supported by Premium Ballers Basketball. What is it? Well, they're running they're running a full program for what they call it when they do training, basketball training, like what they call that? Cause it's not
Spring
just
season,
teams.
spring training.
Nah. They do training like it's like all year round, you know.
Okay.
And yeah, so I want to salute them and I want to commend them for shouting me out. That was love. That's my family. That's my aunt's son. She did a tremendous job. Thank you, Auntie
Right.
Kim. Thank you, Uncle Bourne. And raised a good, strong young man, and he's doing amazing leaps by bounds. Because not only is his two sons, which is going to high school, um, um, to play basketball, he's also uplifting the community of Connecticut, where he's at, and inspiring a lot of youth to play basketball. But not only just about basketball, because he's planting seeds on basketball may not be the only thing. Trades, you know, if just so in case your basketball career doesn't succeed, also go to school and get a trade as well. You know what I mean? Something that suits you. You know what I mean? He's also sprinkling that in it as well in conversations with these young children, these young youth that he's working with. He's on the ground, um, all 10 toes down on the pavement. He's uplifting these children. Any sponsors, anybody out there that want to tap in, that's in the Connecticut area, like I said, of New London, Groton, Norwich, tap in with Coach David with the Premium Ballers. This live is being sponsored by Premium Ballers.
Tap
Peace
in
and
the
love,
premium
Cuzzo.
borders.
Health and the true prosperity is within us all. God bless you, cuzzo.
Premium ballers, tap in. And
Yep.
yo, we out. We're gonna leave on that note. Uh Tap in this weekend, 420 weekend, Brooklyn born, NYC, Church Avenue. Tap in. You heard? We're gonna have events, brothels, giveaways, games, and just like a food. Food is gonna be available, free food, and just come out there and tap in with us, okay? So peace, and we out on that.
Appreciate you for having me.
No doubt.